Today in episode 115 we play Ingolstadt 04 in the German Cup. The last time we played Ingolstadt 04 in the German Cup was 4 years ago today. And the one player, played an absolute shocker, Morris Danzer, who was on loan from Ingolstadt 04. He's still on loan from us, from Ingolstadt 04. They don't want him, they just keep renewing his contract. They're happy to give him to us every season. But luckily, he's suspended, because last time out, he scored our own goal, he got sent off, and then we gave away a penalty. He had nothing to do with that, thankfully. He was sent off by then, but we were holding our own until then. In Bundesliga 2 terms, we're doing fairly well. I'll show you in a minute. We're absolutely storming it at the moment. I don't think we're going to get relegated as long as we keep the form that we're doing. But just looking at that team that played Ingolstadt 04, look at their names. Krasnikai, he was on loan from Ingolstadt 04. Stefan Bunkert, he's still with us, eh? And Venezirius, he's gone. He's still at Coatbus, but he's not even performing for them at the moment. Andres Rosila, he was on loan from Rostock. Boris Kayamobo, he was on loan from Rostock as well. Both we've outgrown their players. Karadeas, he had a storming season. He was one of the main reasons we won the league. Torsten Dorner, who just left us in the summer. Henrik Amel, who sadly left us in the summer. One of the main men in the march from the Berlin Liga. Hopefully we'll get him back. I'm telling you, Daniel Uzadowski, the man, the myth, the legend. He was playing left wing that day, not his normal position, but he was an absolute beautiful man. So all hail the Uzadowski. Locatelli, so good we only had one name. Jerome Trapp, who's still with us in the reserves at the moment. He's just building up fitness. He's nearly back from that career-threatening injury. And Clemens Muller, who had an absolute shocker of a season that season. Anyway, on to episode 115. Of that Football Manager 2019 save where we tried to take Tasmania Berlin all the way from the Berlin Liga, Division 6, all the way to the Bundesliga, and try and set the record straight, because Tasmania Berlin set all the records for all the wrong reasons. The last time we were in the Bundesliga in the 65-66 season, the lowest number of goals scored, the lowest number of points, the lowest goal scorer, any record that's really bad, Tasmania Berlin have. So we're going to go back, take them back up there, set the record straight, beat the grand total of 8 points. We're going to get at least 9 points and make everything right again. So your last year, if we just go to the schedule, your last year at the Arminia Bielefeld game, we drew 1-1. So we followed it up with a 4-0 win against Holstein Kiel. Dennis Hange, and then Zlato Simic, Nayat Tunk, and Axel Alter, who's our top scorer at the moment, all with goals. And then we followed it up with a 3-1 win against Kaiserslautern, who I think are possibly the biggest side that we faced so far. 1860 Munich probably are, but they're definitely the best team that we've beaten. And Kay Gotts scored in the second minute. And then Michael Hans equalised, and then Nahat Tunk and Axel Alter scored another goal. Then we followed it up going to Bochum, and Erdal Koskin got sent off in the 8th minute, and Mustafa Karas scored, and then Dennis Hans equalised, and I thought we were maybe heading for a point. We went to that ultra defensive tactic, but they got a second goal and killed us off, and it was basically I think we could have won that if we hadn't had a player sent off. And then we went to St Pauli. They just beat us 2-0. We weren't at the races. They're just a phenomenal side, St Pauli. So they came up with us from the Free Liga. So I don't know why they're performing so good, but I think they've just got a better reputation. They can attract better players, and just fantastic. And then I don't know. This is a difficult one to say. Ejderbush. Oh, we beat 3-1. Axel Althar scoring, then Stefano Castelli, and then Axel getting another one, and Benny Ma getting another one back. They were pushing, so I went back to that ultra defensive tactic about the 50th minute, and I just killed off the game. and yeah, it has a fairly good record, that really defensive tactic, but I don't want to rely on it because it just kills the game and makes it a bit boring, so I only use it when I have to. In terms of competitions, we are sitting 7th at the moment, not that far off of relegation. The relegation playoff spate's only 5 points away, but then saying that, the playoff place for the promotion's only 7 points away, so we're nestled nicely in the middle with 11 points played. I don't think we're going to get relegated this season. I think we're, famous last words, I think we're too good, so we'll see. We play nice expansive football, so today we play Ingolstadt 04, who we, as we've confirmed, last played 4 seasons ago, and Dan's are doing the damage, but Dan's is injured today, and then we're going to play SV Sandhausen after that, so let's go for it. Just have a quick look at the Ingolstadt team. Just by value, nobody's massively standing out at me. Abraham Kara is obviously the star man. Look at his finishing and his composure. He can score goals, so he's not got a great record, to be honest. He scored 17 goals in the Bundesliga too, but since he's made the step up to the Bundesliga, he's not been fantastic, not for race starts, so he's obviously the danger man. Fuchs is alright as well. They've got some good players. They don't have so many absolutely fantastic players. Yeah, I'm not overly worried about them. Ali Hammond was a player that came through the lower leagues, a guy that I'd been watching for a little bit. He came up in my scout report once. I don't know how, because I don't know how I knew about him, but he came up, looked absolutely fantastic. I tried to sign him, but he went to Ingolstadt instead, obviously just a higher division team, so he's probably not as good as what we needed him for at that time. We've probably got better at the club. Anyway, just go to the match preview. So yeah, we're beat above our 17th, so we're second bottom of the Bundesliga at the moment. So we're going to go with Darasobi in goals, Erdal Koskin at right back, Aman and Kreft as the centre backs. Going to go for Alec in the left back, and then Hans, Danzer and Althar in the midfield. No, we're not going for Danzer because Danzer is injured, so we're going to get rid of Danzer. And we're going to put on, we're going to put in the main man, and we're going to give Obi a chance. Obi's been shooting for a chance, so let's give him. We can always bring Adlin in, and then Castelli, Tunk and Handke. Now Obi doesn't like that position. Does he like that one? He likes that one better, so let's do that. Let's just submit team. I just want to see what Obi can do in midfield. He's a very talented young player, so I'd like to see him. It's a big test for him. He has been asking for first team football. I don't want to lose him, but he is a bit of a moaner, so I'm quite happy to let moaners go. I don't like moaners. I'm focusing on what we can do rather than, I don't know why they ask you about other players, because I don't even know who that player is. I don't not been watching Bundesliga 2 stuff, even though Ingolstadt are our feeder team. I'm not, apart from the players that have been on loan with us. Oh, that was cynical. We're playing in the blue socks again. I'm not sure I like that. It's the second time we've played in them. I don't know why all of a sudden we started playing them. It must be a clash here, but Ingolstadt look like they're playing in black socks, so we play in white socks. I don't know what the clash would be. I just want to see a good performance today. I'm not too bothered about the score. I'd quite like to win, obviously, but I'm not holding out much hope. If we get a goal, we're going to worry them, aren't we? So let's see, get creative. Yeah, but maybe blue socks are unlucky. I've never seen Tasmania Berlin winning the blue socks unless they're in the full blue strip. But that's definitely a bit worrying. See whether that or the game's changed their strip up a little bit and we're going to be wearing blue socks most of the time, but yeah, the blue socks aren't great. Fuchs, the £5 million man on, oh, that's close. Darasobia was scrambling there. That's been quite nice actually. Got to half time at 0-0. Team talk. Not pleased. Who's stressed? Castelli's stressed, right? I'm quite happy with that. If we can fire him up a little bit. Not overly bothered about Castelli being annoyed. Butt kiss. Don't know why that was so funny, butt kiss. I think he was a player I looked at on loan at one point. But, oh, nice header out her. Oh, straight to Hanke. Not seen much of him. Oh, tackle, but here's Castelli, the man that's stressed. Oh, boom song, and it's a counter. How does that work? Right past him like there's nobody there. Ozer. That looks like it's our attack. I hate that when it looks like it's going to be our attack and then it's just a counter. Right, no need to panic. It's the Blue Sox' fault. You know, so let's not get too upset. Show some passion, come on. Has a mixed effect, that one, doesn't it? It just Kreft and Castelli are nervous. I think I'm going to pull Castelli off because he's just annoying me. It was his rubbish cross that led to the... Do you want be told or Butchell on? Don't think it matters. I forget which one's which. I think Beasthold's the better one, isn't he? They're going to let me click on them. Don't know why. Is it frozen? Hopefully it's not frozen. That'd be rubbish. Right, there we go. I think we'll take Beasthold on and put Obi on the right. Confirm. And hopefully I've chosen the right one. Yeah, he's slightly better than Butchell. Shouts. Get creative. And they're going to score again, aren't they? Well, hands away. Butchell, Obi. Obi-Wan, use the force, young one. Hanke. Butchell. Oh, it's their counter again. And Cara is in the back and bang. Ugh. Right, tactics. Time to go attacking. Tunk can play up front, can't he? So we'll carry. Time to bring Simic on. And Butchell. And then in possession, we're going to go more direct. We're going to, in possession, we're going to take it back a little bit. Confirm changes. Play. That's frustrating. It's just over the top and there's no defender in the middle there at all. And Darasobia doesn't really commit either, so positive. I'm going to go attacking. I'm going to see if we can make something happen. Probably not. We'll score again, finish it off. This side's a good side. Oh, off the post, and Hans beats his man. Alright, let's go attacking. The man more. And they're fired up. Oh well. Nothing else we could do. Changes. We lose 2-0. Guess getting no breaks at all. We didn't have any chances at all to speak of. But I think we get £250,000, which will help. Hand over to assistant. I don't want to talk to them. I don't like doing that, but because he normally inevitably gets it wrong. The German Cup 8th final draw on the 31st. We're not going to be in it today. So what's it saying? Easter victory. Second, right, that's fine. Get £284,000, so that's going to help our finances, something chronic, so we needed that. Anyway, I see for the Sandhausen game we've got a better chance of winning that. Right, so we're back for the Sandhausen game, and a couple of changes just because a lot of players are knackered for the midweek game. We've got Darasobi in goals, Boomgaard comes in for Koskin, Engler comes in for a man, and Kreft keeps his place. Punty comes in for Alec. We've got Edrum coming in, Bohm coming in. Altar's the only one in midfield that keeps his place. Obi takes Castelli's place in the right. Tunk and Hankey remain up front and before. I think I might bring Simic in actually for Hankey. He's not played very well, so let's go for it. Let Simic do his stuff, because as I say, Hankey's flattering to deceive. He comes up with a couple of goals here and there, but he's not our player, so I'd rather see our own players play rather than the lone guys. But Hankey is fantastic. Tunnel interview. Wouldn't tell you if I had a plan. Why would I tell you 2 minutes before so the opposing manager can know what I'm doing? So yeah, it's a bit frustrating we've had games so close by, but Obi, penalty, yes! And he was taking the penalty, because I think Koskin normally takes them. Kreft, oh, that's a terrible penalty. Wish Koskin was on the pitch. He'd have buried that. That is frustrating. Gianelli, he's just strolled past everybody, and Darasobi had to beat his best. The man Moore. Altar getting rid of it. It's another corner. Here we go. Over the top. Swakia. Well, that's a dodgy name, that. And it's still going. A bit disappointed with that penalty. Oh, Bomb just got absolutely wrecked. And there's Airdrum. Englert. Airdrum. Altar. There's Bomb. Not made many appearances recently. Tunk. Bomb. Oh, nearly a goal. That's what Bomb's capable of. He's having to step up his game because he's been outside for a little while. Had high hopes for Bomb. I was pleased as anything last season when he agreed to join us permanently, but he's never lived up to that billing since. He was fantastic on loan for a season. Halter's struggling. Shouts. Show some passion. And Boomgaard's frustrated by that. Boomgaard. Edrum. Gianelli. It's a back and forth game, this. It's only a matter of time before somebody... Oh, that is an absolute terrible goalkeeping for Darasobi. I'm not too frightened. We've came back from behind before, but I'm just worried that everything's just going to go belly up from here on in. Only takes a couple of losses. Sandhausen are not the best team in the league. We are overperforming, but we're one on paper that we should be competing with. Oh, the post. We really needed to score that penalty. Simic, oh. That is frustrating. Right, shouts. There's only one way to go. Anger. Show me something else. Simic, Bomb. This has a lot of reserves here. Not the first choice players, but defence is completely changed. Midfield's completely changed, but it's a squad game, and You know, this is more like what before we got those loan guys in, the last 6 loan players in. This is what the squad would look more like. So, not overly upset. Obi and Tunk with a goal. 1-1. Game on. And he does a roly-poly. He must be a fat boy. Can he do a somersault or a cartwheel? Oh, what a... Obi. Obi won. I quite like Obi even though he moans. Boomgart, bomb. Over the top, Althar. He can score from there, but he doesn't. And it's 1-on-1. Hitchcock. And he leaves. Oh, he leaves Kreft, who is one of the top defenders in the division, for standing. And probably, I was blaming Kreft there, it's probably more, who's that? I think that was Engler, so probably more Engler's fault. Shouts, get creative, go on. Simic is having a terrible game, so time to see Hankey. Tunk's playing reasonably well. Obi's assisted though. Get Castelli on, and Althar struggling. So we'll get Beach told on for Althar. Let's go. There's another goal. Hitchcock. Engler away. Oh, block. Have the wheels fallen off this season? Was I celebrating avoiding relegation too early? Possibly. But yeah, this is our reserves and they're giving them a game, and if we'd scored that penalty we'd have been in with a chance. Right, pause. Tactics. Tunk for Beach told. Just get up there. Stop coming back. And then play. And then more direct. Early crosses, shoot on sight. Ball in the box. Shoot on sight. A very conflicting. Right, let's go for it. Confirm. Play. Go to attacking. This is frustrating. I did think this was a winnable game. I should stop thinking like that. Guard loses it. These guys finished just out of the relegation places last season. Frustrating. I think that Ingolstadt game has cost us this game. I think if we'd had our full side we'd have beat these guys. And yeah, just shows you expense of near enough £300,000 with lost 3 points against a winnable side. And again, Darasobia with a save. Hitchcock with a corner. Oh, wait. But players up front look like they've never seen a ball before, so too bothered. Yeah, so that was 2 forgettable performances. We've had some good performances as well, and they've not all been off camera, so as always, a double loss in camera. Oh well, thank goodness that's over, because that was absolutely terrible. Team talk, aggressive, not impressed. Heidenheim next, they're a very good side. They're 14th though. Sandhausen are 8th, so that can't be right. And there's no many points between them, so yeah. Not going to worry too much. Anyway, what I'll do is we'll look at the competitions. We'll probably be back about... Well, that's not a competition, that's a schedule I wanted to look. The schedule's about... well... So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll play the Heidenheim game and we'll come back for Eintracht Frankfurt and Union Berlin double bill. We'll play our old friends, the folk we knocked out of the cup, and show them that we're even better now. And then we'll play Union Berlin and show them who the best team in Berlin is. Well, Hertha are the best team in Berlin, but we'll ignore that. We'll just say, right, we're having a Berlin derby. You're the second best, we're the third best now. We'll see who is the best. Well, second best. Okay, thanks very much for watching. See you next time. And we could be the best team in Berlin by then. Well, second best.